welcome to Couple of Instigators. I didn't even give any of them a chance to chat with me. I said, don't talk. Let me hit record because we are going to get into it today with Margaret and Teresa. We haven't been on together in ages, but I've gathered them up.
It's been so long.
I know it. And we have so much updating to do. I mean, Teresa's going on a vacation. Margaret
finally
got a new house. I mean, you guys, there is no COVID where you live and you guys are living your best life, okay? Like, Teresa's traveling to Hawaii. I mean, Margaret's going to comedy shows. Like, she loves to message me and be like, oh, I'm going to see this one tonight and that one. I'm like, in a club. There's no COVID in Florida. She's like, you need to come down here. There's no COVID here.
Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game, Cindy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, there is nothing. There is no COVID in Florida.
That's
the
what
South
one
is
would
the
think.
Wild Wild West.
It's like I'm like, Margaret, are you kidding? She's like, no, we're going to a club. We're going to dinner. I mean, it's like there's.
You know what? Listen, if you can't beat them, join them. Everyone's just on the YOLO bandwagon down here.
It's like a goddamn free-for-all down there. And it's funny because, I've met so many comics from when I was staying down there. They're posting, oh, I'm at the Improv tonight. I'm in Miami Improv. I'm at, they're everywhere. They're like all hosting, opening for, I'm like, oh, great. We can't even,
I'm telling you. You're going to have your own suite in my new house.
I know it. I can't wait.
Bring your special needs dog down here and you guys can.
I know. But here's my thing is how am I going to get him down there now? Because what is up with the planes? They won't let you bring your dog. Like, what are all these people going to do?
Well, I think you can. You just you can only bring like for free if it's actually a service dog, not an emotional support dog. Mm-hmm. Like you have to be like actually blind or like something. You can't just be like, you can't just be like, I'm stressed, I need a dog.
Right.
And but you can still pay to bring your dog that's just a regular dog.
But it's got to go under cargo.
No, you can bring, as long as he fits in a carrier that goes under the seat, I think is the rule you can bring him.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. I was so nervous because I was like, how the hell am I going to travel with him?
But don't you usually drive anyway?
Well, yeah, but I'm not driving this. We're not going this year. So if I got to travel, I've got to fly.
But yeah, you can fly with him.
Yeah, and he's wearing diapers. So he won't be. He's not going to pee in the house, Margaret. He wears a diaper.
My cats, I can tell you right now, my cats are going to super hate him and probably beat him up.
He's tough. He will be fine.
Nah, I don't think. Have you seen Margaret's cats?
Yeah. Yeah.
That Junior
straight up thug.
Junior has probably eaten something larger than Pico.
I know it exactly, but it's okay. He'll man up. He'll man up, little Pico. But yeah, I was definitely thinking, like, what are all these old people going to do that go back and forth to Florida with their little dogs? I mean, they have baby strollers. In Florida, they bring that dog into Publix. Like, there is no rules. It's like the Wild West for real.
You know, honestly, the dog thing here kind of annoys me. I'm like, why? I don't understand why everyone has to bring their damn dog with them everywhere.
It's crazy. Well, but then I was telling Danielle, because I mean, they're in the grocery store. They're fucking everywhere down there. And then I was telling Dan, I'm like, honestly, it's so freaking hot though. Like, you can't leave them in the car.
Well, here's a novel idea. Leave him at home.
Yeah, leave him at home. I don't take Serena anywhere.
No.
Serena's not going to get coffee with me. There's a dog in the coffee shop that we go to. I'm like, why is he in here?
Are they allowed?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Maybe, I guess not all coffee shops, but like
no, there's a law here. Like, you can't have animals anywhere where you eat here. They're not allowed unless it's outside. They're not allowed indoors.
Well,
Lucky.
and like honestly, I don't actually care when I see dogs out and about. I'm just kind of like, when it's obviously not a service dog, it's just some lady who like wants to be Paris Hilton and take her damn dog everywhere. I just
these people are hardcore down there.
I
like
just
they push
silently
their
judge.
dogs in strollers because the
I
rule
know.
down there is if the dog is off the ground.
Yeah.
One of these older women was telling me, because I love that flea market, and it's
you have to come when you come to Jacksonville, because you are coming to visit me in my nice big new house.
Yeah.
We have a flea market here. It's called the Pecan Park Flea Market. And there's a like bar in the middle of this like pond thing. And you can sit there and have like drinks and hamburgers, and you can feed hot dogs to alligators from your table.
You're wild.
So we have to go.
Danielle will love it. Now Pico would be a meal.
He would. But yeah, the Pecan Park Flea Market is like peak Florida. Like everyone that's there is like Florida man.
So how far are you from the beach now?
About a 20-minute drive. 20 minutes west of the beach
so
now.
that's why you were saying you were looking into getting a Peloton, because you're not going to be walking on the beach because
I walk the beach every day, but and I've been wanting a Peloton anyway because spin class is like the only thing I've ever been consistent with at the gym. Mm-hmm. So I feel like normally I'm very against home fitness equipment because no one ever uses it and it becomes a coat rack, but I've been doing spin consistently for over 10 years, so I feel fairly confident that I will use that. And Mike will use it. He goes to spin with me. So I think, and I flat out don't have room in our current house. Like literally there's nowhere to put one, but
now you can have a designated room just for the bike.
Yes.
Well, it has an air conditioned garage that's like 2.5 car size. And a carport, so we'll probably never even put the cars in it. So I think the Peloton's going to go in the garage at the new house.
You fancy.
Yes, you are. But you know what? Screw that. Don't be buying anything till you get that pool.
Oh, I know. The pool thing's stressing me out because like, I hear all these like horror stories.
They're so
about people
expensive though. How much you got to get it built in, right?
Oh,
like, nobody does above ground there.
If you do an above ground in Florida, you are actual like white trash. Like, it is not acceptable in Florida. Like I judge you. I would rather just not have a pool than have an above ground pool. Like you can't do that.
I've never seen an above ground in Florida.
So the only place you will see them, if you drive to the middle of the state, Cindy, when you come to visit me, I'm going to show you the real Florida.
Trust me, when I drive to the train into Stanford, I have to go inland.
Oh, that's not even what I'm talking about. You got to go farther in the middle. Sanford's not even that bad. We're gonna go out to the springs in the middle of the state. We're gonna go tubing. You're gonna float down the spring. You're gonna be beating.
Something.
You're gonna be beating snakes and gators off with sticks.
I can't wait. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
Ice cold. You're gonna freeze your biscuit off.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
And the houses and towns you see on the way out there it's a different. Lots of above ground pools.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. When I'm on the train, right, and it like once we get moving and I'm looking out the window and the train's going through, all these areas, I'm always like, man, people really can live in cardboard boxes here all year long because of the weather. Mm-hmm. There's like cardboard, like pallet houses made out of skids.
Yep, and when we go out to the springs, the one that's close to us that we go to, we drive through Stark, which is where the Florida State Prison is, where Ted Bundy is.
Hey.
So we can see that little landmark on the way.
Okay. So Ted is still alive?
I think didn't he just die recently? Didn't he die in like the last 5 years?
No, Ted Bundy's a cute one. He was executed.
Yeah, but not that long ago, I thought.
Oh.
I don't know. No. That's where he was, or he is, and you can tour it. We have to get like a group of 6 people, but you can tour it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, y'all need to come to Louisiana for the Angola Prison Rodeo. It's that, but it's a rodeo with prisoners.
When? How soon can I be there?
When is the question?
It's every Sunday in October. And then every Sunday in April. I would assume we're not having it this time. But you got to buy tickets, and you have to make sure Ryan will knows where the good seats are. because you have to buy tickets that is directly across. Have y'all ever been to a rodeo? They're really horrible. They're terrible, and this one's awful. But so they shoot the little animals out of the little chute, and you have to make sure you get your seat is directly across from it, so you get the best view of a prisoner
of them
on a
tackling.
bull.
Oh, on a bull.
Well, yeah,
don't
they do
they
like the horses?
lasso like pigs and stuff? You know what I mean? Or like, what's the one where they chase?
No, this isn't a real rodeo. This is a prison rodeo. These are not cowboys. These are prisoners who don't want to be in their prison cell.
They don't get any practice. They just let them come out to ride the bull.
I mean, I imagine there has to be some kind of a YouTube video tutorial of what you're supposed to do.
Wait. So pretty much they just exploit these prisoners and say, hey, look, do you want a day off from the jail?
I mean,
we'll feed you a hot dog and we'll send your ass out on a bull.
It gets worse.
This is basically the Roman Colosseum of the American South.
Exactly. This is definitely like goddamn Gladiator.
It gets worse. They have a game. I don't know. It's okay. So there's two things. There's a game where they have a card deck tape, like one of those cheap, like card deck tables of 4-seaters. And they have 4 prisoners sit around the card deck and table and chairs. And they release a bull, just release it in there. And the prisoner who lasts the longest sitting down wins. And so, like, the bull attacks them and they go flying.
Wait, what about the clown? There's no clown.
Well, I think at this point, there is clowns.
What prisoner volunteers to be the clown to distract the bull?
But at this game, I don't think they care if the clown actually, like, clowns them around to, like, get them to go, like, charge the table.
Teresa, why is this the first time hearing of this? And I'm not even joking right now. You had better get me tickets if they do it in October, and I'm coming. I'm so serious. It's not even funny.
This is so wrong, but yet so right.
They have another game where at the end it's like the last hurrah. They put a coin on the bull's head, and I don't know what. Maybe it's $100, $500. I don't know what prisoners need money for. I don't know, all the cigarettes you could think of.
For commissary.
And then they release all the prisoners that are participating in this shenanigans into the arena. And the one that grabs the coin from the bull's head gets to keep it.
I am
it's
so down.
It's got to be more than a quarter. The coin.
No, it's just a coin that means something.
Right. That means you get, I don't know, like extra crackers.
Yeah, and then they sell stuff. I wish they sell like chairs
that the prisoners make.
Yeah, like wooden chairs. Like their rocking chairs are like hot commodity. Except for you can tell some of them have been in prison for too long because their cup holders are like tiny cup holders. They don't know, like, we're fat these days. We need a bigger cup holder.
So are there any Amish in that prison that are doing woodworking? I mean,
where is... Oh man, it must be in the attic. They said make these little wooden roses that you can get. And like Ryan had one like roll around in his car for a while. And then, but anyway, so the prisoners, and they paint all these, like, you know how like Winnie the Pooh stuff, like terrible paintings that, or whatever, you prisoner. And they're all lined up. They're all lined up. Like the prisoners are in cages. I don't know. They're behind a fence so they're lined up because they're and all the trinkets they're selling are in the center. And you're like, hey, how much is this? And you like barter with the prisoner for like whatever they're selling. And if one prisoner gets a little too like touches the fence or gets a little too zappy, they're all like hooked up to little zappers. So like their little guard man will zap them.
Stop! Like dogs with the shock collars.
It's wild.
Wait a minute.
Oh my
God. How is this even allowed? This is what goes on in the South. You people are hardcore. That shit would never, ever
Cindy,
fly in New York. I mean,
Cindy, this prison doesn't
head would blow off his body.
Cindy, this prison doesn't have AC in it. Do you know how hot it is down here? I don't even know how that's legal.
Okay, so is it all men?
Yeah, it's like for like hardened criminals, like the ones that like have death row.